mute yourself.
God's best line ever. No one heard it.
That's so stupid. Like anybody's gonna be wanting to wait for us.
Who did you steal this from?
The only reason I'm doing this is because Ryan's here, and maybe somebody will, slowly drag in. All right, I guess we're fucking live. Let's start the opening. How do you turn off the damn song? There we go. Where the fuck is the beginning? Monetization. Goodbye.
Boy, finally something I know.
Woo! Harmony. Ba-do-ba-do. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, remember to unmute myself. Nope. Oh, I was trying something new.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Legit, I was doing like turntables with my hands.
Two turntables and a microphone.
I have a devil's haircut in my mind.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you me?
In the age of the chimpanzee, it was a monkey.
Midnight Vulture is an album. That's all I can think of right now. Ba-do.
I don't know any of his other songs.
Dude, Midnight Vulture is awesome. It's a great album. It's Beck meets the Bee Gees.
What?
Something like that.
Did you come up with that, or is that on the back of the CD?
No, I think it should be on the back of the CD, though.
I'm assuming you still buy CDs.
I get cassettes and CDs. I have laser discs. Laser? All right.
I bet you have an iPod Nano.
My wife lost it on me, dude. I had such great white guy emo shit on that. It was embarrassing, actually.
Like Hollywood Undead?
Like The Church, stuff like that. Like old school. Oh, crap.
Wait,
I forgot to think
Church.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, The Church. They were good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to The Dump. My name is Scott. This is Saturday night, of course, and we are live. And it's The Dump.
Did they name themselves after the cat from Pet Sematary?
Why, was the cat's name Church?
Yeah.
That got buried in a cemetery and then came back?
Yeah, it came back alive, yeah.
Oh, that was dumb. So, welcome, everybody. We have a special guest backstage, so don't leave. We're going to be bringing him out in a minute. But first, I'd like to say hello to my co-host that actually showed up. Matt Cheesemo, PhD now.
Yes, well, I do have a PhD in weebology. In memology. It's a double PhD.
You're really going. You've been riding this one for a little while.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, kill it till it's done. Good to see you, Mr. Grant Gregory. Or should I say Maverick?
I don't have any qualifications.
Okay.
So,
you mean Maverick?
I'm not even
Sporking
an ordained.
fact.
I never use it at the right time, Mr. Grant Gregory. Well, it was a Sporking fact. He looks like Maverick.
No, he looks like Goose with a gluten allergy.
Damn it.
I ate too much.
All right. All right. Well, you're not here probably to see us. You're here to see our guest. And but before you do, subscribe and before you watch anything, because then you're subscribed and you'll forget about the channel. At least I'll have numbers. We're going to introduce our guest. We have a little intro for him.
Oh, no.
We grabbed some bits and pieces of his best stuff. And maybe even, Mr. Grant Gregory, would you say it a montage of his life? Or a biography? What would you call that? A documentary?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. All right, to you 30 people, welcome Ryan from RK Outpost, Geek and Gamers and Sports Wars, and Friday Night Tights.
One that hasn't seen it yet, you're in for a treat. Let's take a look.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy. His task is now mine.
He shall be.
Hearts. You have fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up.
Without it, what am I to be?
This is like a love poem to the fans, right? This is what we've wanted to see. This is what we've been asking for. This is what we knew existed. This that we have been talking about, that we have been asking for.
Who are you, and where are you from?
What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Hey Outpost.
Question 1. Finish the quote from the movie.
Wait, can I play? Can I play?
That is Earth.
Shut up.
Wrong. Question 2. Who is this character?
Black Superman in all his glory.
Wrong. Question 3.
I fucking
Explain
hate
the
this
scene.
so much.
What?
I
It's
fucking
real.
hate this.
Obi-Wan
This is good.
was telling Anakin that him and Yoda gangbang Padme or something.
Wrong, but probably true.
That one is probably true.
Final score 0.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
In a world
Keeps
where
going.
the dangers of the internet
Oh my God.
are everywhere, comes the story of a boy, a man, and the community that radicalized him.
I too am racist, yes. Very much so. Very much so. Proud to be as well.
You're a man of culture as well.
From humble beginnings to Dave Filoni fan club president to the most dangerous boy on the internet, the most anticipated film on Netflix since Cuties, Rami Malek as Brian Kinel, with Matt Ryan as the Nerdaholic, and Brie Larson as Jenny from Greeks and the Gamer, to which I really do not associate with as far as I'm concerned. I really
That's
want to
true.
make that clear. Comes RK Outrage.
No, Mom! I don't want vegetables! I just want chicken fingers! God! Fuck!
Oh man.
That was
You guys-
so long, but so good.
You guys really need to like let me approve these things.
You know what, dude? No. No,
I'm
Matt
sorry.
Cheesemo.
I'm
Wednesday
sorry,
night's
Ryan.
your night. Mr. Grant Gregory, God damn it, that was fantastic. Welcome
Brian,
to the
you're
show
always
once
welcome
again.
on Wednesday where we don't do embarrassing
His
videos
name's not
of our
Brian,
guests.
it's Ryan.
I said Ryan.
Wow, you fucked up. Hey, Ryan, welcome.
What's
Ryan
up,
Kinel.
guys?
Shut up.
Oh God, what's up, guys? It's good to be here. I believe I promised Scott that I would do a dump in August, and so he finally messaged me like yesterday. He's like, "Hey, you know, only one more Saturday left." in
What did I
August."
actually say, though?
He's like,
Hey, champ.
He's like, "Hey, bud," or "Hey, champ." Only one more Saturday left in August. It's like,
Just thought I'd let you know.
fuck. I was
You know
like,
what? You're a
I'll
man
be
of your
there.
word. You're a man of your
yeah.
word.
Well, I'm also like home now, which helps. I've been like all over the place. The past
Tell
few
us about
days,
that.
so.
Where have you been this last, since June, since your
Where have
last
I
show,
gone,
man?
Joe
You've been
DiMaggio?
pretty much. A nation turns its lonely eyes to you, my friend.
Woo! I think that I mean, just in the past month, I think we've done Anime Matsuri in Houston, and then we had the meetup in Las Vegas just last week, I think. So yeah, it's been nuts. And before that, we did Dallas Comic Con.
Yep.
Or Dallas Fan Expo. So
That
we've
was
been
all
all
since
over.
June, right?
Yeah. I think in May we did Orlando MegaCon.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I stalk you
oof.
guys. I do
Yes.
stalk. So
I wanted
don't
to come up to Boston. I wanted to come up to Boston Fan Expo, but I couldn't get enough other people on board, and it was it was so it would have been such a big turnaround. We basically would have been flying like from Boston to Vegas, and we just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
that's why I didn't go. It was just drunk. Whatever. Just drunk. You know. Yeah,
Well,
I-
and Gina Carano. I mean,
you know what? He probably wouldn't have let me meet her or something. He's
No.
worried about this.
he's like, your subs have to be at least this tall.
Yeah, this tall to pass this ride.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's okay, dude. I was watching his stream before this, and I literally was there like 2 minutes after it started. So like 25 minutes later, I already did my members chat. I did my my super chat, and I'm like, all right, later, everybody, because I wanted to get ready for this show. He's like, oh, Sporking drops in with one statement and leaves. And like literally, I was, to his chat's credit, they were all like, dude's been here the whole time. Don't know who Sporking is, but he's been here the whole time. You know, he's a dick. Everyone thinks he's the sweetest guy in the world. Ryan, you are, my friend. So thank you for being here.
God.
You are.
Don't let that get around.
It's the truth, everybody. He's the one that always says, I'll be there at some point, and I hassle him enough and give him $2. He does show up. So
Yeah, I'm expecting to see that come through, by the way. So
yeah, it'll be there.
checking PayPal.
No, it'll totally be there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. My accountant's handling that.
What do you have hanging on your mic arm here.
So my
bro.
daughter made me an American flower.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay, so
I can't say anything about it now.
No, I know
Yeah,
and she made.
it.
I would roast it too, but I told her,
Now.
I said you're 4. It does suck, but you'll do better next year. I mean, I was a veteran of the 4th grade, so I had 2 snowflakes on the Christmas tree, but my second one was always better. My mom said. Anyways, that didn't hit.
A veteran.
I did 2 tours. I did 2 tours.
Oh.
I don't think that's funny. Some people need a little extra help.
With their snowflakes?
Well, yeah, knitted snowflakes, and the first one was definitely not as good as the second one. I kind of already had the inside track on those other losers, so I really kicked ass that second year.
What was this, like 1880s Boston? Like
Close enough.
What are you talking about knitting in the 4th grade? Who knits in the 4th grade?
Sorry, we were learning life skills that might help us down the road.
He was in an all-girls school, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that was my gender then, and now I represent other genders, so screw you guys. First to know, my pronouns are so thank you. I've been waiting to use that one. All right, so Ryan, did you watch House of the Dragon? I know you did. Right?
I did. I did actually while I was in a hotel in Vegas, because I think it came out that Sunday that I was still in Vegas. So I watched it on like a 24-inch monitor that I use when I'm traveling, and I gotta say I was, I thought it was pretty good. I actually liked it for what it was, and I think that I think that it's gonna be very tough to adapt this story without it coming off as like feminist, just feminist stuff, because that's kind of what the story is a little bit. It's a story about women. It's a story about, women not being able to be in power and trying to get power. And inherently those things are very tough to tackle in this day and age.
Well,
and so but for me, I liked the first episode way more than I thought I was going to.
Same here.
Matt, what did you think?
Well, I hope he doesn't get mad at me, because it's not because he's black. It's just because he's a Targaryen and he's black. And every time he's on screen, I'm like, does no one see him? Why isn't anyone asking who's this guy?
I think that I do think that's a big problem, that Corlys Velaryon is black. He's described specifically the opposite way.
Right.
Like he has a very specific description in the books. And I've not read Fire and Blood. I'll be straight up. I've never read any of the offshoot stuff from friggin' Song of Ice and Fire, but I do know a decent amount of what happens in the plot and things like that. I do know that I think there are questions about paternity and bastard situations and things like that in that line.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If these are the only black people in in this area, you're not going to have those questions.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to have these bastard questions, but that's something else. I think the actor did a fine job. What
he really did.
What I don't like is the way he's continuing to talk and like shit on fans for asking that something be accurate to the book.
Absolutely, I agree. Mad?
No, it's like it's not just the book, describing him, but it's like this world has been, at least on the television, right? It on TV, it's been established like, okay, over here are where all of the darker complected people live. Because like they made a whole thing when they came into
the southern Summer Islands, places.
Well,
like that.
Yeah. And when they came to Stark's house, I forget what it's called. What is it? Where the Starks live. Winterfell, yeah. Yep. And they made a whole big deal about, man, they've never seen, black people before, and like that tension or whatever, right? And because that felt real. Now you just have some random black, but with no explanation. Like, if you're going to have them there, give us. You have to explain how it's possible, why he's there, and establish the logic.
Try to say you don't know who his mother is, but I don't even know if that's true. The Velaryons and the Targaryens rarely marry outside of the families. Yeah. And really, at that time, the Velaryons were really trying hard to marry into the Targaryen line, so they can, like Rhaenys marrying Corlys, or whatever the fuck his name is, marrying him, because they were trying to get dragon riders into their family, because they were ship they were ocean goers. They were, they had the seas, the Targaryens had the air. And when he married her, she brought dragon riders into the family by birth. So that was like a big deal. The idea to make him black, I would have been fine with almost any other house other than the Targaryens. I would have been fine. It just, paternity is a big part of this story. Paternity is a big part of the main story. And with Robert Baratheon,
like literally, they picked the one character where his genealogy actually matters to the story. You could have done it to anyone else, but they picked the one person where there's a paternity issue.
And the worst part is the paternity is between not Daemon, but I think there might have been one with Daemon, but it's also against the one of the Strong brothers, and they have dark hair. Not dark complexion, but definitely dark haired, brown eyes. So now your husband is biracial, and the guy it just messes it all up. It was two Valerians. That child's going to look Valerian. And now you're going to have a kid with dark hair. Well, you can't now. There's no paternity issue there because the kid looks like his dad. Like, it messes the whole thing up. I don't know,
How is his hair that white? Is it just gray? Is that what we're saying?
It's supposed to be silver.
I think too that it's like, I think it was very intentional that they did it with this character.
Yes,
because this character's like a fucking badass.
He is
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there was
the wealthiest character in the show.
Yes,
by the end of it,
strategic race swapping.
It was,
I think.
And what people don't realize too is, I was talking. One of my our last stream Monday nights, guys. We have Stream by the Crossroads, where we talk Game of Thrones, actually House of the Dragon episode review. This last week we were talking about it, and one of the big issues people had was I was pointing out, which story are we following? Are we following the main book series? Because in the main book series, Rhaenyra and Aegon, who she will be going against, her brother, they aren't half siblings. Like this whole Alicent thing, Marion Viserys, was not part of the main book series. It wasn't even involved. And then he retconned it. He retconned it in Princess and a Queen and Rogue and the Rogue Prince. And then he retconned it again in Fire. Like, he's changed the story so many times that I think they're starting to get them confused a bit. Like,
well, even the timeline is completely different.
Yes,
from what we were
172 years.
Like, a very specific time that they've changed it to. And
yes,
I'm not 100% certain why.
Well,
because there's that would knock out a whole. What's that like?
It takes a generation out.
Yeah.
Well, if they do 172 years from Dany's birth, that's book Dany, and she is about 3 to 4 years younger, so it screws up everything. It really does.
I also thought by this point that the dragons were all drag-tarded.
No, this was the pinnacle. This was the peak.
This right before they get start, dragon syndrome.
There's like 20 to 24 adult. Yeah, they get crated. They get crated and they start not growing big. But after this, there's like a handful left, 3 to 4, I think.
Okay.
But this is the height of, everything with the Targaryens. This is the downfall, and it's because of 2 women. So.
Oh yeah, of course, I get that.
Do you think the dragons are actually going to be in any other episode apart from the finale? I've just got these weird.
Yes,
I've heard the dragons are going to be like. There's going to be a shit ton of dragons in this thing,
and they all have personality.
They all look different. They all have personalities.
Dude,
one of them has a limp.
Yes, Daemon's dragon looks fantastic. That's my favorite one.
Bloodworm or something like that.
Yeah.
I really starts with a C, right?
Yeah, Caraxes, but I think they call him the Bloodworm or something like that because he's all elongated and weird looking. But the thing,
and red.
The dragons fight a lot. Now, maybe in the first couple episodes they won't be, but once the dance happens, dude, there's battles. Like, it is full on battles in the air. People falling to their death. It's badass, actually. It really is. It should be. But
overall, I liked the episode. I had to go back. I had to watch it twice because the first time I'm like, oh boy, I don't know if I can get through all this. It gets so much, talk, women, gross. Yeah. And so, I had to come back. And then when I came back, we had all the action with the bro. By the way, they're so ugly, all of these people. Like, they pick
it makes no sense. They're supposed to be beautiful elf-like people, man, and they all are ugly as fuck.
Lord of the Rings, same
Alicent
thing.
is the best looking woman in the series, and she's not even a part of that bloodline. So that's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I think that I thought it was good. I thought it was a good, first episode.
Yeah.
I do think that it's missing something from what we had in Game of Thrones, even in that very first episode of Game of Thrones, which, follows in line with the book. Like you're drawn in by the mystery of what's going on.
Yes.
And to me, in the first episode of this, they gave you none of that mystery. They gave you no inclination, no not even any fantastistical, anything. Yeah, there's dragons in this world, but that's really it. There's no mysticism. There's no legends. They give you the hint at the end, but it's what we already know happens.
Oh, right, with the
story
whole
about the White Walkers. Basically,
prophecy.
All of a sudden, it got revealed to us as well that that all the heirs are handed down this legend of the Song of Ice and Fire.
He wasn't a conqueror. He united the kingdoms together to save them. It changes the whole idea of all the kingdoms coming together.
That meant so little to me. Like it would have meant more if I didn't already know how it ended.
Right.
Well, that's the
so
problem.
It just goes in and out.
Well, I actually disagree. It wouldn't have meant anything if we hadn't had the first.
Well, true. Yeah.
It wouldn't have meant anything to you. Now you think of it and you're like, okay, I know what they're referencing and I have nostalgia. I understand that, but I already know what happens. And
it ended so poorly.
There's no mystery surrounding.
I think, Ryan, that's the perfect way of putting it. If this came out first, it would have been intrigue. Like, what is this long winter he talks about? And what is this all about? And we'll learn more and more. But you see again, I got a lot of hate for this because I don't like that they added the prophecy. George has kind of been talking about, he's been talking about this for a few years. He's leaned into Aegon maybe knowing. Somebody asked him a question 3 years ago, and ever since then, it's like, oh shit, maybe I'll do that.
Is it not more because of them taking who are supposed to be villains and giving them? Well, no,
there's no such thing as villains, man.
You got to understand, his mom was attacked by Dalmatians. That's why he hated the Seven Kingdoms and had to bring them together. The
problem with the shows is they want good versus bad, and with George's writing, it's a lot of in the gray. There are good people that do bad things. There's bad people that do good things. There's only maybe 3 tyrants, 3 horrible people in the series, truly horrible, maybe 4.
And what I'll say is that they kind of already have done that, Matt, in a way, because with the end of Game of Thrones season 8, let's just be real, that's the way it's going to end.
Yes.
George can deflect all he wants. That's what he told them would happen. Yep. That's what is supposed to happen in the books. Whether we'll ever see that or not, who knows? But it's not even the Mad King wasn't a bad dude. It's Bran's fault. Bran doing what he did is the reason all of that happened. So they've already kind of done that. These bad guys, these evil people who are in history as being evil. That's not even really what they were trying to do, really.
Right.
So they've already messed with that in the series.
Yeah, they did. And what bothers me the most is why bring this in when we do know how it ends? We know that it means nothing to the Targaryen line at all. You have this prophecy, and then you have the ghost of Harrenhal, a woods witch, who gives the prophecy that the Mad King and his wife, the descendant, their children or children's children, will be the prince that is promised. Well, guess what? None of them were. It wasn't John. It wasn't fucking Danny. It was Arya fucking Stark, dude. Arya Stark won the day.
You would.
It's everyone's favorite prince.
Yeah, it's so weird how you would think they would want, because they're already so connected to the last series, right? You would think they would want to try to separate itself as much as possible, not dig right into you know what I mean? Connected.
I was
kind
of shocked, dude. I was shocked that they did that in the first episode. So what they're gonna have to do something where, because all right, spoilers, something happens to the people that know about this prophecy. It must be that Rhaegar relearns it years later, because I don't know how they're passing it along after this, because he told his daughter, and there's some issues with that.
Well, yeah, and not only that, that's what they named the book at the end of the series. The story about what happened. So it's obviously been passed down, but how?
Right.
Why would it go through down to the Maesters and everything as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple prophecies about the same thing, though. You got the prince that was promised, the last hero,
the one to bring balance to the Force.
Yes. Yeah, A Song of Ice and Fire is now Aegon's thing. It's not something different. It's Aegon's thing. That was supposed to be something Rhaegar found out, but now it's Rhaegar found out what Aegon said. It's just, I got a lot of hate over it. Even though I liked the episode, even though the race swap bothered me, but I still thought the actor did a great job.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
The only thing that really bothered me was that goddamn tourney. Like, I don't care if they were the fucking, not the actual knights. They were just their, what do you call the people that help knights out? Squires. Thank you. If a squire from the Stark gets butchered, I think the Starks are going to be pissed. It was weird how they tried to take this masculine thing and then this pregnancy nightmare, birthing nightmare, and make them like something that they're the same, which none of that was the same. Men decide to attack each other. She had to give birth. It fucked me all up.
That's not how I saw it.
I didn't either.
I saw it as, this battle, this contest of wills, and it's specifically like for Daemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a big thing for Daemon. Like, when he knows there's potential that he might not be the heir anymore, like all this stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's a moment like on the battlefield. It's almost like this like gods warring with each other type of thing, like destiny. Like that's kind of what's happening. You have one on like the battlefield type of thing, and then another one going on like in the birthing room. Not that that's the same,
right?
But that it's still like these life and death decisions and times are happening. That's going to determine the path of the entire realm going forward. That's how I kind of saw it. So I didn't have a problem with it.
Y'all looked a lot deeper than I did. I'm like, come on, I'm so done with this woman. Ooh, I'm giving birth or whatever. Let's get back to the action. Let's get back to the men. Like, okay. I would have fast forward through it,
What kills me too is she like is like birthing is the battlefield for women or whatever she says, like quoting Randall Tarley. And I don't know if you guys know who Randall Tarley is, but okay. Because Randall Tarley
loved women.
Oh, he loved them. Oh, he loved them. He didn't respect them. He said that to his daughter, the tall bitch. Why do I blank all the time?
There's a lot of names.
Yeah, it's a lot of names,
man.
Phasma?
Brielle. Yeah, Phasma. Yeah, Brielle. Brielle. What's her fucking name?
Brielle. It's pronounced Brielle.
Brienne of Tar. Yeah.
Yeah.
He turns to her and tells her, like, the birthing is your battlefield, and sends her on her way, like tells her to go home. Like, it's just, you took the most sexist guy in the book and then made it an honorable thing. And something going way back to what you first said, Ryan, it is a story about the patriarchy. And we use that term a little different. Patriarchy is from father to son. Inheritance from father to son. That's what it's about. And I got attacked just for bringing that up. You're attacking woke shows. And it's not, I don't consider it woke unless they really start bending on that point where, all about the women and their suffering. This story is about they're making it about two women and their arrogant friendship / maybe lesbian affair, and ruining a fucking country. That sounds like two women to me.
At least it has a happy ending.
Yeah. It does.
Man, especially if their periods sync up, they're gonna start a big problem every 28 days. It's gonna be nuts.
Oh my god!
I do think that, again, I said in the beginning, what they're adapting, in my opinion, is going to be it's like you're already starting from a negative point where it's like, knowing that story, people are going to be like on the lookout for woke stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like really hard to tell this story without it sounding like it's feminist propaganda, because they're going to be very unwilling to show like, oh shit, look how bad it actually is when women are in charge.
Right.
Like so that's not going to play out till the end. We're not going to know until towards the end of this thing whether they actually do it justice that way, or whether it all turns out that it's all men's fault in reality. And I have a feeling that it's going to turn out, it's just all men's fault.
Yeah, I agree with you on that to a point. From what I've seen, footage they've released, I mean, they are diving into these women being so, I don't know, starved for power that they're willing to do anything. And I hope it goes that route, showing, because you can attack the patriarchy by showing that evil, like the dark side of these women, what they will do, almost like a Cersei Lannister, what she was willing to do to get power in a man's world. And I didn't consider that woke. I just, by season 8, it was crap. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree. And that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't have any problem with this first episode. What I'm saying is that the story they're adapting, it's going to be so easy for them to Hollywood it.
Right.
Right. It's like tailor made for them to take it and Hollywood it.
Oh my God, in a heartbeat, dude.
And so I don't know. I don't have faith that they won't do it.
Yeah.
There's such a chance for them to do Princess, like the Hulu one, you know, like just to make the women superheroes.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, Jane is so right.
I mean,
Jane,
she's already riding a dragon.
Where are you, Jane? Come to us.
She didn't want to come on because she's playing Fortnite.
Are you effing kidding me? Come on, Jane.
Yeah, I'm just messing around.
Oh God, that would break my heart. She makes us sound smarter. Because I'll say something so dumb sounding and Jane will like kind of work it. And I'm like, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
And like what might like already, because you have the actors that are coming out and they're like, oh yeah, people are fine with dragons and purple eyes, but they can't handle black skin. Right? You have that portion of it. You have the people that are like, this was, this birthing scene was really a commentary on Roe v. Wade and how women's rights are being taken away. It's like, bro, this is like, that happened in the book. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not that. That's not what it is. You're pushing that. And so that's why I don't have a ton of faith that it'll get through unscathed, even though I liked the first episode. I wish everybody involved with it would just shut the fuck up. Like literally don't talk, don't do any promotion. Just shut the fuck up and let us watch it.
When did that...
You mean like actors being actors and not activists?
Right.
That's an old
when did that all just like social media fucked that up, man? Yeah, because, okay, we have you know what, it's from 3 days ago, but this is what bothers me. House of the Dragon star, Steven Toussaint responds to backlash over his casting. Like, I don't think there has been backlash. Yes, before the show started because of the character, not because of him. That's what bothers me. It's not personal. It's, once again, you're taking a character that is not supposed to be black and making them black, but it actually affects the outcome of the series. Like, the story needs a white guy. I'm sorry. The story needs a white guy.
It's baiting. Like it legit is baiting. Yep. Like that's all it is. They are expecting this type of response so that they can, put up their virtue signals. That's all it is.
The article was already written before anything even come out, before they even cast. So I can guarantee this is the sort of stuff they're just going to go, well, we're going to do this. We're going to have the articles ready to go because as soon as one person says anything, we can just go, look at this. Toxic fans.
But when did it happen where you didn't come out with okay, just like Ryan said, answering the question about his casting, it seems to me very hard for people to swallow, the actor said. They are happy with a dragon flying. They're happy with white hair and violet colored eyes, but a rich black guy, that's beyond the pale. Why wouldn't you just come out and be like, look, I understand in fantasy series, book fans are very attached and personalized to the characters. Like they feel a kinship to these characters they've been reading about for years. I understand that, but let's see, I'm going to give it the best I can. Some bullshit line like that.
He could come out and be like, look, I know fans really expect some type of logic in the decisions that are being made. I know some fans are like, but if a black guy has a baby, it's going to look a lot like him, due to history. But we said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just come out and say, we said, fuck it.
Yeah, guys, representation is important. When I was a kid and we would watch fantasy films or science fiction films, there were no people of color in them. I mean, my friends would laugh, but the serious side of it is that you don't feel like you're part of the world. You don't feel like you matter.
Wait, what? Hold on. How old is he?
57.
I don't know,
I'm
bro.
I'm assuming that he wasn't a fan of fantasy. He wasn't a fan of science fiction. He wasn't a fan of Star Wars. He wasn't a fan of anything, right?
No.
Because he couldn't feel represented. He didn't do the normal thing, right? He didn't do the normal thing where like, when I grew up, I was such a huge fan. I loved Star Wars. I loved fantasy, but I never really felt represented. Oh, so you love this thing, but you want it to change. Isn't that interesting?
Like the dude that plays the Black Elf in Lord of the Rings. Like he said the same thing. He was like, dude, I thought I was...
Cordova.
Yes. And he's the first Black Elf ever. ever. Let's not forget about the Shannara Chronicles and all those other things.
He's
the first black Shakan.
Bro,
Shaka Khan.
Was that the one that was on MTV?
Yeah, it was terribly.
My God, it was so bad. But
wait, what was it?
I watched all of it too. And that one girl, though, the friend that was with him, like the little, I think she's like Spanish. She is smoking hot.
Yeah, I know. I just like, I just want to watch all the women fuck. Like,
yes.
Wait, what?
Pretty much.
Real World New Orleans?
No, not.
What just happened there?
Here, the little short, like half Hispanic, like I think she was Filipinian and black.
No, it's Filipinix now.
Oh, so Filipinix? What are y'all talking about? I watch it all the time.
Shahara.
It was called the Shannara Chronicles. That's the show.
Chronicles.
And it had God, the dude who played God, what's that?
Elvis.
No, the guy who played Deathstroke.
Right.
In Arrow.
Yep.
The guy was in freaking that Showtime series.
Yeah, he was in Spartacus.
He was in Spartacus.
Oh, I like Spartacus.
Kiwi fella. From New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one of the guys. He was the champion before Spartacus. I forget his name.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
He looks like the dude that's in every MMA movie ever.
Yeah.
Pretty
but
much.
It's not him.
This has got to be so not entertaining for anybody watching it.
That's okay. No. That's okay.
Well, maybe if chat would help and tell us who we're thinking about.
Oh, maybe it's Manu Bennett.
Manu Bennett.
Yeah, I didn't have to
Manu
look that
Bennett.
Up. Yeah.
He was in Shannara Chronicles. He was like the only one who was like over the age of 20, I felt.
Yes. But yet I think they were a little older because I can't now say I think this broad was super hot. Ivana Barquar or something like that.
Of course.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Ivana Ampalot.
What? Can you send me? Put a link in the back. I have no idea what this
I'm going to show everybody.
I don't know about that.
Oh, not about the show. Her. Hold on. This is important, everybody. Keep an eye out. This young lady should have more jobs. She should have more jobs.
She's
a very attractive young lady. She was in Shannara Chronicles.
Oh, wait. Is this the Irish chick from No,
I already said she's Spanish. Okay, let's not misrepresent her. Okay?
There must be a picture down there. Like, okay, wait, above this one with the red lipstick. She looks like the chick from the broad. No, the one to the left. The Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, about 20 years younger. Come on, dude. Grow up.
Yeah. The red hand, right? You got the red hand. Wait, no, that's a different show. What show is that?
You are brave to just scroll through fucking pictures like that, bro.
Oh, I don't care. Dude, holy I don't have a channel like yours. Look how tiny my channel is.
Yeah,
are you going to show me the show?
Just got yeeted.
This is part of the show. Yeah, right?
What?
That's all you need to see.
When did it come out?
All you need to see is her.
Chronicles, man.
Oh, you want to actually?
It still has better costumes.
Are we saying the Sarah Connor Chronicles?
I really hate you right now. No. Shannara Chronicles. It's a big fantasy, young YM fantasy.
When the fuck did this come out?
Like
2016 to 20. Oh, I was already a grown ass man at this point. I didn't watch MTV. My bad. That's on me.
No,
who the fuck watched this?
It came out on Netflix or something.
It was good.
A streamer that had all of it, so you could binge
Black Elf.
It was really Black Elf. It was really bad, but it was really good too.
This basically looks like Lord of the Rings, bro.
It probably costs
like that looks like Lord of the Rings, or that looks like Rings of Power.
Holy shit! Let's blow that up.
It's the same set.
There it is. Women kissing.
Yo, is that what's his name? Human, the song Human.
I'm a human.
I'm a human after all.
Yeah.
With the blame on me.
Yeah, big white guy from England trying to do blues.
Yeah.
Look at San Francisco, but really in a different world. That's another thing. It's like America, but after probably nuclear war. And
dude, I love I'm like a sucker for stories like that, like post-apocalyptic shit.
Yeah, me
like
too.
The 100. I watch every episode of The 100 on CW, even though like the later season got just so insanely
They did kill me dirty in that last season.
Dude, I'll tell you even a worse one that I liked. I think it was called like Revolution, where they lose power. All the power goes out in the world, and they're fighting with swords now. Like 10 years later.
But that's the crazy thing. The first episode, they have muskets, and they're like in like a formation, and then 2 episodes later, they have like ARs everywhere.
Did they?
Yes. Yeah.
But he also battled with swords. Quick. They battled with swords.
Well, yeah, because it depends on what region, to what resources and everything they had.
Yeah, because they took over different. They took over different military bases and shit like that.
What about Jericho?
That was a good show.
Jericho was good.
I never watched.
What about no, wait, which one's Jericho? Oh, I like Jericho. Early? Yeah, that's the one with Skeet Erlin. I'm thinking, the Jeremiah.
Okay, let's.
It had Malcolm, not Malcolm X.
Malcolm
What's his
in
name?
The middle? Malcolm X.
No, not Malcolm X. Malcolm from.
He's a great actor.
He's in the middle.
No, from the Cosby Show. Come on, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Oh, I got that on my own.
Boom.
I got that on my own. He was in it, and I had.
How
Luke
recent
Perry.
was this? Because didn't they find him like working at like a restaurant?
Yeah, probably.
And they made fun of him.
Luke Perry were in it.
Oh, Luke Perry.
Rudy was in it. Yeah. 8 seconds.
8 seconds, baby. I still haven't seen it. Okay.
What?
I haven't. You know who I have seen though? Like that segue. Mark Ruffalo is a douche.
Someone in the chat said they canceled Jericho because it was getting too close to the truth.
Yeah. Can we talk about Mark Ruffalo? Because I can't stand this man anymore. Like I always disliked Mark Ruffalo, but I really liked him in the first Avengers movie. I was like, okay.
Everybody did.
Yeah, he's fine. He's an idiot though.
Yeah, most actors are.
Okay, so let's see what he wrote. The rise in bad faith IMDb reviews, particularly from projects led by women and or BIPOC, threatens to render the site's score meaningless if the problem's not addressed. Okay, first, was the site score ever meaningful?
Anyone? It's up to each individual. It's up to each individual to decide what sites you do or do not care about. And, you know, for the record, Mark Ruffalo isn't just saying this himself. He's just repeating it like a parrot because that's how fucking dumb he is.
Yep.
He doesn't actually have any original ideas, only things that he's like downloaded in his most recent NPC update or what people put on a script for him to say. That's actually the only reason that we care about actors. It's not for them. It's for what they're pretending to be.
Right.
And yeah, Mark Ruffalo is absolutely an idiot. But when it comes to this specific article,
yes,
like this article is trying to get IMDb to take care of this because people are tired of us making videos talking about backlash to shows that are garbage.
Right.
It's not the first thing that's been review bombed, either positively or negatively. It won't be the last. Review bombing happens when fans are upset about something, whether that's how you marketed it, whether that's what the show actually is, whatever. And it was positively review bombed as well. Let's not forget, there were more fake 10-star reviews than fake 1-star reviews before this series came out. And like, you can't get away from that, but the people who write this shit like to ignore it.
Even now, the gap between the 5-star and the 1-star is just like a couple thousand, maybe. So it's not as if, you know what I mean? It is being review bombed to the point to where like they're not like comparable.
No, this is just once again another attack on the fans from a site, Screen Rant, that's supposed to be for the fans. Mark Ruffalo, who's an actor who acts for the fans, they just want to attack us because if you don't like their product, it's no longer stay quiet or even apologize. It's we go on the offensive. And that started what? Star Wars? Was Star Wars the first one that really went on the offensive? What would you think, Ryan?
Ghostbusters.
I think there was a reaction to Ghostbusters and you saw the media start to do it and you saw some of the actors. I think on a grand scale, though, it definitely is Star Wars.
Yes.
Like, but Ghostbusters 2016 is the thing that everybody always points to, this first initial clash between it's a three-way clash between fans, creators, and the media, right?
Right.
But I think Star Wars was the first one to do it on a big scale because of how big it is. You know? And like, as much as a lot of us love Ghostbusters and the Ghostbuster franchise, that, you know, the first one's beloved, the series and the franchise itself doesn't really move the needle box office wise.
Right.
Even the most recent one that came out actually made less in the box office than Ghostbusters 2016. Not a lot of people were willing to say that, but it did.
True.
So, yeah. And so that one, I think, was on a micro scale. It got bigger after that.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was the catalyst that started this entire thing that now, you know, permeates like everything in like the media. You know what I mean? Like Ghostbusters was that spark. And now it is just consumed everything that we see, both positively and negatively.
Yeah. Again, though, we have to focus on the idea that these Hollywood elites, these writers that are all coming from the same school, because we've talked to Script Doctor in the past, and Script Doctor basically lets you know the gatekeepers are the kids. They were kids that grew up in this woke world and woke colleges, and now they're the gatekeepers. And if you want something to hit Disney or Amazon or most of these streaming services now, it's not even about the networks. You have to have a woke series. And people don't want to hear that, but it's the goddamn truth. It's only a few that will allow you to attempt something that's actually the opposite. And most of the time they try to cancel that anyways, but they attack the fans, and these are the people that pay their salaries. I still don't understand how they're making money. Is there that many normies or people that speak out but still watch it? Like, I don't understand how this has gone on for so long.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of it has to do with no one is willing to really step up and say anything within the industry, because they will be ostracized. That they will be removed from that person. Exactly. By the way, really good movie I saw last night. I got to talk about it. Maybe the night before. Vengeance. Vengeance is so fucking good. It's with that BK Novak guy. He was in Office Space.
Oh,
he
yeah.
BJ.
No, The Office.
BJ. Yeah, BJ Novak. Yeah.
Ryan from The Office.
Yeah. He directed it, wrote it.
Writer too.
Dude,
yeah.
Vengeance, such a good movie.
Kutcher in it?
Yes, it does. And Ashton Kutcher blew me away with how good he was in this.
Is he like a reporter or something? That's like character. Yeah.
He wants to be he's a podcaster.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
And the movie felt like he had so much to say about what's happening in society, and he just got it all out with this movie. It's a really good movie, dude. You have to see it if you haven't seen it.
What is it? What is it on?
You got to rent it, bro.
Oh, it's a rent. Yeah,
I bought it. I bought it. It was that good.
Okay.
Well, he saw Ashton Kutcher's moustache and he went, "I've got to get that."
Oh, absolutely. I saw that. I was like, I'm riding it.
Did anybody?
It reminded me of a Dallas Buyers Club post. I thought, "Oh, is this a weird sequel that shouldn't exist?"
I got that one.
Did anybody see the new Sly Stallone movie yet?
I've heard it's cool. I've heard some people say it's like just awesome. I've heard other people say it's like a little cringe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it though.
Me too. I mean, it's on Prime. I got Prime. Why not?
It's just odd that they pick like a superhero type thing, and it's him in his twilight years.
Yeah,
essentially, I think
kind of beaten down, broken, and done with.
Yeah,
but
obviously he's obviously a terrible person, a bad father, and they've got to make sure they get that out of the way. And
so it's Rocky Balboa, that movie, kind of
a young girl that brings him back.
All right, I'm gonna read the few super chats I got. People, you need to pay me, right? Come on. Etep 101 Akui, the place to be to review. He will be on next week's show. He's a really good dude. Starts his stream way too early though on a Saturday. I don't want to keep destroying him. For $5.
Jesus.
I just got to be real, man. Hail the panel, especially GTEP. Who is GTEP? I'm guessing that's you. Yeah, no, dude. ETEP is one of the best guys out there. He is I like him a lot. One of the hardest working YouTubers I know. That dude has a video out every day. Dude, you are not. One of the he's the Culture Casino with actual panache.
Ryan, clearly.
He's
downtrodden our guest.
No, Ryan's made it. He's bigwig. How many subs do you have? Don't lie like you don't know.
164,000 something. 164.
Must be great.
Well, Sports Wars is at almost 130.
That's fucking awesome.
No one even watches that one.
I actually do have one channel that has less subs than you do, Scott.
Are you serious? What is that?
It's because I just created it today, like 45 minutes ago or something. It's called like RK Outpost Shorts. I'm just gonna put shorts.
There we go.
There.
I just got fucking beat again.
It has 8 less subs. It's 45 minutes.
Hey, you got me about 6 subs already. I would have thought you would have brought in more, but whatever. Andy McCallum. Andy,
by the way, how's it going, Rhino?
Oh, Rhino.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, Rhino?
Way to sleep in, Rhino.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I
think those are the first words I think these are the first words that have come out of my mouth since I've woken up. Can you tell?
Yeah, a little bit. Are you okay? Everything fine down there in Australia?
Down.
All right. Oh, I totally just brought you in. Are you coming to Orlando?
No, unfortunately.
I will be.
I would like to.
Yeah, we're totally having dinner, dude. You can't get out of it.
My idea would be to try and get there in the next year or two.
Okay. Well, let me know where you're going to end up.
That's a big-ass trip, man.
It is for those Australians. What? That's like...
Is it?
Yeah, they have a continent on like the other side of the world.
How long does it take to come from an imaginary place?
It's down under. Where the women roar and the men thunder.
A day, and you lose a day, and it's expensive.
A day. I love how you talk.
Would you lose a day if you flew like the other way around the world, though?
Good question.
Follow the sun.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
I don't know if I would go back.
What day is it there now?
You're muted there.
Sunday? Yeah, you've been muted for a while, Mr. Grant Gregory.
Mother.
All right, I need the Aussies to tell me it's Sunday evening or morning there, right?
It's Sunday morning. It's nearly midday, so it's 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
okay, so you're in the same time zone. Okay, so like he just said, if you fly backwards, so if you fly against the turning of the Earth,
if you follow the sun,
like go to New York.
You'd still arrive at your destination before you left.
That's so dope.
So it's a 20-hour. From the flight that we're looking at. It's a 20-hour flight to Dallas. And
you're time traveling, bro.
It's 7 a.m. and arrive at 4:30 a.m. on the same day. But
on the same day, back, so you go back in time.
You're Marty McFly.
Welcome back to International Travel Talk.
Yeah. Hey, 203 people watching. This is what you get.
Back to the super chats.
Yeah, back to the super chats. Thank you, Australians, for speaking. Now stop. Andy McCallum, you're a great dude. I don't know what sticker you sent, but it was 3 pounds silver, sterling or something like that. And God, Andy, what's the name of your YouTube channel? A box. Crap. Something box review. I'm sorry, Andy. Put it in the chat. Just put your link too. You're a great guy. Big Rodge is a great guy too. Thumbs up, my friend. 199 super chat. And Makini Draws, who just celebrated getting to 1,000 in monetization. Hail Saturday Dumpers and Ryan. Makini, guys, please check him out. He draws, if you didn't get that from his name. And he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
The way you said it. And he draws.
He does draw.
So check that out.
Sports Wars does rule. I can't wait to make one of their live streams.
I mean,
anyways,
I talk sports all the time.
I've loved the coverage of the Brittany Griner stuff. That's entertaining to watch.
I'll be honest with you, Ryan. I was just waiting for football. You can have me on anytime. Okay, who you going for? Super Bowl. Let's hear your pick.
The Chiefs.
Oh wow, way too early.
That's never too early. You got to do your.
I do have to think about it because we're about to start up our Monday evening quarterback when we do a lot of football talk. So,
and it's on Monday. Great.
I thought that was Monday morning quarterback. I thought you were doing an interview with him. Never mind.
Yeah. So I think like what I'm looking for Super Bowl NFC wise, I think you're looking at 3 teams. I think you're looking at Rams. I think you're looking at Bucks, and I think you're looking at Packers.
Okay, you're wrong. You're wrong on at least
Cowboys.
2 of those.
Shut the fuck up about the Cowboys.
Look, I wasn't going to bring up the Cowboys. I know my heart and my mind are 2 different things. In my heart, I say Cowboys.
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days.
Disrespectful.
I've been here when
he's given so much.
And so, having said that,
he is the patriarchy.
I want me some glory hole.
Okay, true. But no, I don't think the Bucks. I think. Eventually, Tom Brady's going to hit that ledge. You know what I mean? Like
it's never happening,
bro. I don't think it's going to happen this year. And people have been saying that for 10 years. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I do think the factor this year will be is his head in it. This is the first time I've ever questioned that about Tom Brady.
Dude, he is not.
And he's lost some pieces.
Has he made it to training camp yet?
Yeah, he was there, and then he took an 11-day break that no one knows why, and now he's back. So
he got pregnant.
He got COVID.
I think they've lost a lot of pieces as well. That's going to hurt him, like on that offensive line.
They did add Julio Jones too, though. So.
Well, there was a reason why Julio was available to be added.
Dude, he's Julio Jones.
He's been injured.
He's Julio Jones. He'll be fine.
He just wanted to play for Brady. He wanted to get out of that Tannehill situation.
I mean, really, you're going to look. I think your sleeper is Mac Jones and the Patriots this year, people.
What the fuck?
Mac Jones.
I got to ask this, and I've
Mac
only
Jones.
asked this because of the conversation and because of what I watched last night. So last night,
yes, Australian rules football is not football. Go ahead.
I watched The Blind Side last night. And
I've
seen it before, and I liked the movie, and I thought it was a good movie. I'm just curious, what's your favorite sports movie?
Ooh,
oh boy,
not Rudy. Rudy sucks.
No, fuck.
You're
Rudy.
an asshole.
Yeah.
You guys are both assholes.
No, Rudy's literally
Best football movie. Any given Sunday.
No, any sports movie. It doesn't have to be a football movie.
I know a lot of people don't like it. I like The Natural.
One of Redford's best.
Field of Dreams is great.
Great.
Remember the Titans is pretty freaking good.
Yes.
Let's see.
The Program.
Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Angels in the Outfield.
Both of those are great.
Come on.
The one that makes me cry ding motherfucking dong.
Ding
Hell
motherfucking dong, man.
Let's
put the children and women to bed and go out looking for dinner. What a great
Varsity Blues.
Movie. Varsity Blues.
What about for a true story sports movie?
Well, they're all true at heart.
Yeah, Field of Dreams is a true story.
Gilmore.
I know.
True story.
What's the one with Keanu Reeves? What's the one with Keanu Reeves?
The Replacements.
No, that's great. I'm thinking of the other one where he's teaching inner city kids to play baseball.
Oh, that was a decent movie, man. It got me in the feels. It got me in the feels, and I don't remember the name of it, but I was like, "Holy shit, this is good."
They all do that. That's the point of it.
I think the best sports movie out there is A League of Their Own, but the new one, not the original, the new one they're doing.
Oh, you like this series that's happening? Thank you.
Yeah, he likes it so much.
Hardball. Thank you, Miss Flu.
I just literally
Mrs.
thought
Flu.
Ryan left. I was like, "Fuck." Was it? It's okay if I leave.
What's that one with Charlie Sheen? The comedy one with.
League of Their Own. No.
Damn it, now I can't remember. I'm like big Little League. No.
Major League.
Major League. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Yeah. Major League.
I even like Major League back to the minors. With what's his name from Justified.
Third one.
Yeah, dude.
With all the teeth? Has like every tooth? Yeah.
Who's the dude who replaced Wesley Snipes? It was
Omar Epps.
Whitey Duck, Miss Flu.
Holy shit, dude. My Major League knowledge is like
Seabiscuit, dude.
No.
Seabiscuit. Let me say it one more time.
Horses.
Seabiscuit.
There was a couple that had Black Panther in it, sort of more recently. There was that number 46 or whatever. It was a baseball one.
I didn't see that one yet.
That was about Jackie Robinson.
That was a good one. I like that one.
42. No. Maybe that's Mario. No, it's Mario Revive.
8 Men Out.
I didn't mind the Ty Cobb movie with Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, yeah. Very racist.
Moneyball, by the way. Moneyball. I like Moneyball a lot. I'm a big Brad Pitt fan. And it had Chris Pratt in it.
Chris Pratt was good in it. Chris Pratt was good in it.
Is that the one with Jonah Hill in it?
Ooh, Goon. Yeah. That's a good one, too.
The numbers guy.
Slap shot.
What the hell's Goon? I know what.
Have we talked about Happy Gilmore or Waterboy?
No. Happy Gilmore
is one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
I seriously love that. I could pretty much do it. I could
The Legend of Bagger Vance, great golf movie.
I touched my first boob watching in Waterboy.
You know what, man? That is an underrated, not the first boob thing, but Bagger Vance is an underrated freaking movie, man.
Oh, with the magical, I can't say it.
Yeah. The
Black
Savior,
God.
Magical, yeah.
There's a term for those movies.
I haven't seen that. What is it?
Oh, really?
Will Smith.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
No,
Matt Damon. It's called the what is it again? Bagger Vance.
Bagger Vance.
Bagger Vance.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, don't say it when you're drunk. It counts a little bit.
Oh, Tin Cup. Tin Cup's a great movie.
Cool running.
That is my favorite golf movie.
Dude, Tin Cup is awesome.
I thought Shia LaBeouf had a better golf movie.
What, Holes?
No, the golf movie. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't bad, dude.
Yeah.
What was that? Him against Bobby? No, that was Bagger Vance.
He played McEnroe in the tennis movie against Vision.
That is true. Beck and McEnroe.
Vision.
Wait a minute. What was that goddamn golf? What was that golf movie, dude?
Oh, what, the one with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah. Figure it out.
Greatest game.
Greatest game ever. Greatest game ever played.
Yep.
Wasn't that what it was called?
Actually, Caddyshack, I see Toxic Man Flu. Caddyshack.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, I saw that the other night. It's so funny.
That is a fantastic one.
So good.
And you know what? Even the second one is all right. It's so corny. It's all right. Oh, I guess you could say Back to School is a sports because he's a diver doing the triple Lindy.
Are
that's
people having problems with the way I say Shia LaBeouf?
That's just how he says it, guys. He's
that's how it's spelt.
He's French.
It's spelt in French.
There's a problem with the way you're saying it.
I just think they have a problem with you.
What, Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
This is the dump, people.
That's only when he works out. He's called Shia LaBeouf.
This is the dump. We go where it goes. All right. I'm going to read a couple super chats. Toxic Man Flu, who could come on if he would like, for $5. He's in the chat. Ryan, blink twice if you need Gary or Jeremy to text you so you can bow out. We are here for you. Thank you, Toxic Man Flu, you dick, if you didn't give me all this money. Toxic Man Flu for $5. Still can come on if you want. If Scott's channel were a sports movie, it would be Rudy with the double feature of The Replacements. That's hurtful, even though I like both those movies.
I can't believe I didn't even bring up The Replacements. I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
Ford versus Ferrari. That's a more recent one, but really good.
That was an excellent movie.
Yeah.
The Warrior, The Fighter.
Falco.
Oh, if we're talking boxing movies, I mean, you got to talk
Cinderella.
The Fighter.
Cinderella Man,
The
dude.
Fighter.
I love
Fighter.
Cinderella
Yeah.
Man.
Fighter.
I agree.
Cinderella
Really
Man
good.
might be one of the best boxing
Gladiator.
movies. It is a sports movie. Okay.
No. The Cuba Gooding Jr. Gladiator.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Russell Crowe.
No, the other Gladiator, the '80s boxing movie with
What
Cuba
about
Gooding
Ali?
Jr.
I didn't hate it. I actually kind of thought it was all right.
I never actually watched it.
It's the hardest Will Smith ever hit anybody until Chris Rock.
It is the truth. It's the truth. Damn, that's a good one. Raging Bull. That was good.
Yeah, Raging Bull was good.
Yeah.
Rockies, all of them.
Play it to the bone.
Rocky
Durham.
4. Ooh, Bull
I saw
Durham.
somebody mention Southpaw. Did anybody watch
Yeah,
it
I
like
saw
that?
Southpaw. Yeah.
What's the one
Trying to
where
make people
what's
cry.
the one with Freddie Prinze Jr. again?
Oh, Summer Catch. What a great movie, Scott. That's a good pull.
God, he's such
Summer
a
Catch.
loser.
Hell yeah, dude.
He
I
was
love
the
that
worst
movie.
part of that movie, but what's her name?
Fucking fucked.
His eyes are always like this.
Dude, and he's always like, he's eating ice cream. He's like,
yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate that guy.
Bro. That's how you eat ice cream, bro.
Is that John Schwalbach for $8.82? That's an awesome number. Stefan Nicholson, the greatest NFL player, told me about your stream, so I just needed to support. Well, thank you. I appreciate that for $8.82, and make sure you subscribe because Ryan's supposed to, with the $2 I pay him, I'm supposed to get at least 20 subs, and right now we're at about. Oh, we're getting there. Okay, I'll shut up now. Sporky news fact: small-time Republic member for 1 year, member for 14 months. Aubrey Martel, Edwin needs a league of their own. It's a great series, guys. You got to check it out.
Man.
Thank you, small time.
Seeing you struggle with the name that you came up with just cracks me up every time.
I fuck that up every time now. Andy McCallum for 10 pounds. It's getting late for me, so I'm gonna hit the hay. Also, seeing as you guys are huge sports fans, I might make my next video a tribute to sports movies. Take it easy, fellas. I'm with you on that, man.
As long as
Andy,
you have Summer Catch.
Again, Andy's channel is fuck. I can't remember it. Ryan blinked twice. Operation Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yeah, I did.
He's not allowed to leave. The $2 stands, people. I'm sorry, Toxic Man Flu. That's great. Snow Dub Live for $5. Hail Spork panel and chat. Much love. And Ryan, we need to get you on Cotton Council soon. Much love. I was on the Cotton Council last. Dude, it's fun. I was on there last week. It was a bunch of puppets yelling at me. E. Clay Thomason. It's probably soft serve chocolate ice cream for 99 cents. And he's also a channel member.
Has a smiley face.
Thank you, my friend. Correct. So, what else? I had something else to talk about. Where are we?
What?
Start talking.
All right, Ryan, I am getting messages that we should engage you more because you haven't talked in a while. Hello.
Why are you getting messages about that?
I get messages.
You know what? Ryan's allowed to not have to talk, guys.
No.
You know, we don't have to pressure people.
I don't want to listen, I have my own channel that's much bigger than Scott's.
Much bigger. You guys suck.
Oh, Miracle with Kurt Russell. That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Let's stop talking sports movies.
Why? Everybody seems to love it. Look at all the people in the chat. Sidekicks with Chuck Norris. That's
That's a good movie.
And it's available on Amazon Prime.
So if we're going that route in Karate 2, The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy.
Oh, no, you're wrong. Is Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
Speaking of dragons, did you ever see Dragonheart with Sean Connery?
Of course I have. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about. We're talking about this. I love it. Dragonheart was terrible.
Have you ever seen Double Dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
With
Jeremy Irons?
In T-2000 or 3000? Isn't he the bad guy in it? T-2000 from Terminator 2?
Robert Patrick?
Yeah, isn't he the bad guy in Double Dragon?
No,
Am I wrong about this?
I thought it was Jeremy Irons. What's the bad guy? I might be wrong.
No, it's not Jeremy Irons. I think I'm right about this one.
You might be. You always want
Double
to be
Dragon.
Right.
Come on, guys.
Did anybody know this? Did anybody know this movie was coming out?
Yes.
Ooh, Rain of
That
Fire.
guy looks like Hunter Biden, but then I realized it is.
He looks just like Hunter Biden, dude. I thought it was him playing himself all fucked up. I was so confused. But yeah, this is my son Hunter. And we're gonna watch the trailer for this. Yeah. Oh, we're watching the trailer, my friends.
Your Corn Pop gets a reference.
Okay, I gotta ask, who's making this?
An Unreported Story Society production, maybe. I think.
I know Robert Davies.
That was a deep pull, Scott. Where did you
But
ever get that from?
I'm pretty smart.
Man, this would be dangerous making something like this in this kind of. I mean,
Well, it has Gina Carano in it.
If somebody like Trump can get raided by the FBI, like making something like this right now.
Well, wait till you watch it. Watch this.
Is it really rated X?
So I'll tell you what's going down.
You know who I am.
They told me you were VIP. Well connected to the government.
He plays a fucked up dude really well.
It's
Who is he?
He looks like he lost a lot of weight, but he looks familiar. So we'll try to figure that as we go. Guys,
it's Lawrence Fox is the actor's name.
What is he in, though? He looks so familiar.
Did he play Jesus?
Okay, let's go on.
Moron forgets to pick up his laptop at a repair shop.
Somebody had to play him in.
You're a Biden. Act like one. Everything he built, life.
I'm thinking of Michael Fox.
Will you shut up?
Sorry. I forgot. You don't want us to keep you from getting claimed for this video.
Dude, you get me claimed every Monday night.
How? Every Monday night? I'm not ever even there.
Every Wednesday night, you get me claimed.
Every Tuesday and every night Thursday. As well.
Well, I'm sorry. It's Thursday in Australia, but yes, every Wednesday.
What do you get claimed for?
Everything.
Laptop that can ruin my
That doesn't help.
My friends, it's time to party!
Didn't you know I'm taking control? I'm making appearance and I gotta go. Cause I get them dancing with their hands up. Yeah, I walk in and they go bananas. I'm a bad, yeah.
I'm an artist.
Tell me how I can help you.
I just want people to remember this is based on real information.
I don't deserve help. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I've been through worse.
You're the smartest man I know. Thanks, Dad. I just wish I could speak some sense into you. I'll never forget Corn Pop. He was a bad dude. No joke.
I can't believe that fucking came up. That's so awesome. I hope they have Corn Pop in it and it's a real dude.
Like a flashback.
What's that?
Like a flashback sequence.
Yeah, where Corn Pop's fucking up Hunter.
Suffering.
I can't seem to find anything but positive stuff on the Bidens.
Who's the point man for the foreign policy in the Obama regime? Joe Biden. So it looks like you need $1 billion.
So the obvious next question is,
Where's Hunter? I can remember getting paid some money, but I can't remember what for. Well, my dad says we never discuss my businesses, period. Or my cut.
what's happening in there? Joe's in on it.
Party's over!
It has the feel. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It has the feel of one of those movies, like the one about the vice president. Fucking my favorite guy, Dick Cheney. The Dick Cheney movie.
Cheney. Yeah.
And he also did the other movies. Whatever the fuck the director's name is. Did he do Ant-Man?
Yes, that is Gina. That is Gina.
Yeah. Anyway, it has that feel like that of Vice. yes, I think that they were going for Vice. T.H. Manuel.
You know what? You got that kind of with that. I see it now.
You get what I'm saying now?
Yeah, a little bit. I like they break the fourth wall.
Yeah, it's like She-Hulk.
Yeah, it really is.
And I think Gina Carano would play a decent She-Hulk, you know?
Fuck yeah, man. Better than having this.
Yep.
Well, we're going to go back to She-Hulk because I'm sorry.
Can't wait.
People are defending the CGI so big time, and I think it's ridiculous. Oh, yeah. She-Hulk looks terrible, people.
Oh, on the Superior Dump, which is what we're going to be calling it from now on. On Wednesday, we actually covered a article that was like smashing all the, all the critics.
You hope the laptop will take down everybody with you.
Get out! China's not our enemy. They're not bad folks. I love my dad, and I just want to make him proud. I am the one who brings in all the deals. I am the one. The boy.
I'm sorry. This is going to be good, man. Oh, no, it's Bright Bar. Oh, it's going to be good. I don't know if people that watch this show would be into that, but I'm sorry, man. It's important that story should have came out 2.5 years ago.
Well, I mean,
almost,
I don't know if anyone saw Joe Rogan when the whole Hunter Biden laptop thing. Mark Zuckerberg was on there, and he said they deliberately held it back for 10 days based on the FBI.
They didn't hold it back. They just limited how much it could be seen. Yeah.
They basically wouldn't allow it to be seen organically. If you posted it, your friends might see it. Nobody else would see it.
Yes. What does that say something about a lot of these services?
A lot of what's going on says a lot about what's
going on.
Yeah. You can actually, it's like hiding in plain sight. Like we can almost see exactly what's happening, exactly what's going on, but yet nobody's held to account for it.
Right.
It's weird. We live in this weird world where, if you're technically saying or doing the right things, you can say or do whatever you want. But if you're not saying or doing the right things, you will be suppressed. You will be essentially
the right things.
And it's weird how that freedom of information or the conversations aren't even allowed to take place now.
Well, let's go back. I'm sorry, buddy, but let's just go back a few months to a year. There are certain things you are allowed to talk about now on YouTube about COVID that you could not touch a year ago. People that get
truth.
Right.
Dude, I got banned on Facebook for posting stuff that the CDC's posting now.
Yeah.
Like
it's ridiculous. Ryan, I know you don't talk about this on your channel. That's probably why you're more popular than me. But what's your feelings on this push for independent films to be releasing the truth and going straight to the audience through Twitter, through Instagram? Having someone like Gina attached now to me is a big deal. Like she is now kind of a face of conservative movies, even though she doesn't seem the most conservative person. She just has her own beliefs. What do you think about this idea of going straight to the people, and will it succeed? Because I think it will.
Well, I think there's a couple layers to this in terms of her being the face of conservative movies. I think maybe some people see it that way. This is now the second movie, that she has coming out since she was canceled. This is the first one that I think could be described as conservative. Terror on the Prairie, there's no politics involved in that on either side. There's just not. It's just an old, like a very dark Western. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I wouldn't call that a conservative movie in any way. Obviously, the people involved probably do lean conservative, but that's not what the movie is. This is a different thing. Now, this is not like, oh, this is exactly what happened, right? This is, to the best of my knowledge, a story that we all know is out there, and they're dramatizing it, and to try to expose some of it, make people laugh, make people take a second look, and shit like that. I don't think this is meant to be this is the absolute 100% truth, that kind of thing, right?
Right.
But this is much different than her first movie. This is clearly targeted at a different audience. Now, this is something that she kind of did. It's not like there was a ton of plan for this. This movie came up, this opportunity came up, and she took it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to watch it because I think it's going to be funny. I don't think we necessarily need to get into this, hey, let's just create things just for right-leaning people.
I don't mean that. But
I agree with that.
I think it's not even about right-leaning people. It's about the different perspective. Just a different perspective than the hard lefters and Hollywood of today. They do not want that made anymore. Yeah. Will we have to go around them? It seems like you have to.
I hear a cat.
Not mine.
Oh, it's Scott's. Yeah, but in terms of the independent side of what you were talking about, yeah, I mean, it's obvious that when you look at some of the things, especially, I'll be real, if it does have a political, like, if it has a right-leaning political, like, take on it,
yeah,
you can do a lot of things releasing it independently. Look at what you had, the release of 2000 Mules, right? And what they were able to do using, Rumble and locals and things like that. You look at what they're doing here, what Daily Wire's doing with its entire subscription service. I do think there's a hunger for that because obviously, people will support stuff. If that's like what their mentality is, they might go out there and they might support it. So It's not surprising. People want decentralized shit. People are tired of cable subscription. They're getting tired of having 9 streaming platforms. They don't have a problem going to an independent creator, going to an independent website and paying for it.
Yeah,
I also think though that I know that
just ask Ripper.
I know that the normies out there are going to be the normies, but I actually think that they're starting to notice a little bit more and starting to go, hang on, this isn't as entertaining as. And I think it comes from a little bit of it has come from people talking about it, like on YouTube and stuff like that, actually pointing out how bad it actually is. Stop wearing your beer goggles and just watching it and being entertained by flashy CGI, even though some things in CGI aren't really that good. But I really
She-Hulk is.
I really think that there are a lot more people out there that are watching stuff and being a little bit more critical of it. Like, yeah, I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. I've just noticed that more so in my close group of friends and family and stuff like that, but I've noticed it.
Yeah, our friendship, we've noticed it. Well, it goes back to, I think, one of the biggest aha moments for a lot of normies right now is the blatant agenda of Lord of the Rings, of Rings of Power. I mean, with the super fans, with the media.
Seeing a lot more with Marvel, though, too.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people are actually starting to see it through the Marvel stuff that they're doing. And yes, Lord of the Rings is there, but when I reckon there's more normies right now that are into the Marvel stuff than there are into Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, no, and I get that. What I'm saying is there's been a big push with Rings of Power. They've been everywhere. If you watch their cast have been on everything talking about BIPOC and all this crap. And now, I mean, we're even getting a push like you should feel bad because if Lord of the Rings isn't good and you don't watch it, Prime might go away. So all the other things you like on Prime, sorry, it might fail because Rings won't succeed. So you gotta support it. That's what I get from that.
That's a weird strategy that I appreciate the boldness of it. I do like Amazon Prime.
Strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, I do like Amazon Prime. Like Boss was one of the best series on there. And there were several more that I can't think of offhand, but they were good.
Right. The Boys. I like watching The Boys.
Bosch Legacy.
I haven't watched Boss Legacy. I'm worried about it because I'm like, they're going to give it to the daughter. She's a redhead.
Yeah.
Gross. But,
well, yeah, her and a girlfriend. So
what? Does he have a girlfriend in the Legacy ones?
Okay, so Amazon Studios spent about $1 billion on its Lord of the Rings prequel, The Rings of Power. How success will be measured by Amazon is hard to say, but recruiting Prime members is paramount. If it is not the highest performing thing Amazon has ever done, it's a failure, an insider says. So, they are pushing the idea, pretty much, if you don't watch this, Again, if you don't watch this, it's your fault that you lose Prime because we'll just go away. We're big enough that we don't even need it.
Okay, so no hate watching.
Wait,
then.
but
there's a lot of good things on Prime, man.
Didn't Super Bowl dude that owns Amazon, didn't he come out and say, like, I don't need it to make money?
Exactly.
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
He doesn't, because Amazon is still Amazon, right?
Yeah.
But kind of what this article is saying is the way that it's being perceived internally at Amazon, specifically the Prime streaming side. It's like, listen, if we can't make this successful, if we can't take one of the most well-known IPs and franchises in history and put $1 billion behind it, and if we can't make it successful, what the fuck is the purpose of us even existing?
Right.
And that's kind of how internally it looks like Amazon is feeling about it.
Did someone say, well, what if we do it well? What if we do something good?
Why do we stick to the story?
No, we don't do that here.
Like, why can't we just stick to the story? Like, again, all about representation. You got these morons right here to come out and pretty much they're super fans, but they don't know shit about anything. Like, you couldn't plan that any better.
Super fans?
Super fans, bro.
These people are super. Like, yeah, I loved it. I loved Tolkien. I loved Lord of the Rings. But you know what? I never really saw. Like, that is not a suit. Like, you can't equate those two things. You can't say those two things in the same fucking sentence. You can't. It's non sequitur to say shit like that. You can't go, I thought it was so good. You know, we always, when we sit down and watch Lord of the Rings, I loved it. But you know what? We never got to see the women talk to each other. Like, what? Like, and that was a problem for you?
I mean,
it doesn't make any sense. These people are stupid. They're not fans. And, like, it's the same thing with Star Wars and stuff like that. I get the comments in my fucking videos all the time. Oh, this wasn't how this happened. This was how it happened. No, if you actually watch the fucking show, it actually doesn't go that way, you stupid retard. Like, these people just... I don't even know...
Wow, you just cut off a good rant. I was letting that one go, man.
I don't know if it was Lady Gravemaster or someone else, but like somebody was like, "Oh, Lord of the Rings! I saw the first 2 episodes; it was so amazing." And she's like, "Yeah, but what about any of the issues that people had? Like, it's not based on the books, blah blah blah." And the person responded with, "Like, I don't know how much you know or whatever, but like, this is a prequel to the movies, not the books."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh." Wow, this is who they wanted to review the show.
I'm sorry, guys.
Dumb.
I still don't know how those people, like, how can you be a director or somebody that's like, okay, we're going to get super fans, people that know, but they support us because they're alphabet and they're this and they're that. But they grabbed people that had no effing clue about Lord of the Rings other than Peter Jackson's movies.
That's not true. In that Super Fans thing, there was one guy who was questioning things and they erased him from all the footage.
That's true.
Oh, dude, this is what I've been talking about for a while now. They need a memologist, someone that can come in and look at their stuff and go, "Hey, I don't know if you realize this, but they're gonna make fun of your shit. Like, you need to address it." Yes.
Yeah, I think...
also, Amazon, I do have a PhD in memology.
Yeah, okay.
You're looking for someone?
It's going to happen someday, dude. It's going to happen. I don't know what else to tell you on that. But Amazon Studios, Jack Ryan, all that good shit. I want to get down to the meat, so keep talking.
So my PhD is in memology.
No, about this shit.
What? You just said keep talking. How about you be more specific next time? I'm hungry.
Got a point.
Yeah, well, it's my show. There's never any order. No. With Rings of Power, Amazon has given Hollywood something to talk about. No single season of television has ever cost as much. On top of the $25 million deal to secure the rights for J.R.R. Tolkien's estate in 2017, Amazon outbid rival big spenders HBO and Netflix. It's been widely reported that the studio spent north of $460 million on production in New Zealand, where they left, and tens of millions of dollars in marketing, promotions, and global red carpet events. And you arrive at about $1 billion total estimate. That's insane to me that they came out with this garbage, which you are right, Ryan, when you said the Shannara Chronicles looks probably as good or better than what we're going to get with the clothing and the, the armor in this show.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Like that shot of like the distant thing while the water's falling. It's like, man, that looks like Rings of Power.
What about those movies made in Romania when somebody has a divorce and they're like, shit, I got to go make money. Like, what's his name? Turkish. Yeah. Turkish from like Snatch, he goes and makes In the Name of the King in like Romania because they get to keep all the money. That's what it looks like, except not as good. Like this Lord of the Rings.
That's another one of these problems at the moment is it's the people that are making it, like the people that are creating it, whether or not they're writing it, directing it, being involved in the costumes and things like that. No one, their attention to detail and their care for what they're doing, they want to make it actually really good and really stand out and make that cultural impact. That they think that they're making a cultural impact by making, giving us our first dwarf of color and our first elf of color and all of these stupid fucking things that they just want to insert into the material. But it just looks like a Yui bolt. The people that are making the shit that we love don't care about it, and they don't care about you, and they don't care about how you think about it.
Right.
And what it means in the culture.
See, but with Rings, you have people that actually have doctorates, like in Tolkien scholars, like actual real people that
fire them, right?
Right.
There was one guy specifically, I can't.
Shippy.
Shippy. That's the name.
Good old guy.
Seriously, that should be the biggest red flag. That should be huge. It's the same thing with the Star Wars stuff and why they're not getting George. But he was on the set. He was holding the little baby Yoda. Who was on the set? That means he's happy with the Mandalorian. Okay. Fuck off. Stop making excuses. It's not good. They are adapting it wrong. They are there's a way to adapt something with having the heart and the soul of what it was. And I see that through the Lord of the Rings, the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings, because I've only just started reading the books now. So I'm actually starting to see what he did change. And man, it's very different. There is a lot there that is quite different, but I still see that with what he did with Lord of the Rings, it captured the heart, the soul of what he wanted to do. And I know there's people out there that will disagree with that and say, no, it was a complete destruction of the Lord of the, of what Tolkien did. But see, that's not where Peter Jackson was coming from when he made it, when he adapted it. And you can't adapt a book, especially a book like that, to the screen one for one. You just can't. But anyway,
you see the difference,
just think that
though.
The creators now, there are no true artists in the motion picture industry.
It's not artists, but it's not even artists because,
they
valid
don't care
point.
about the craft. They don't care about the entertainment side of it. They don't care anymore. It's about pushing the message, as the drinker would like to say, and whether or not that be the message of women, or whether or not that be the message of black people, or whether or not that be the message of women on women or men on men. It's got to be one of those three things. It's either got to be we're heightening women, women empowerment, She-Hulk, or you've got then, the gay and lesbian and LGBTQ shit that they've got to be able to, make sure that they can edit out to put in other countries. And then you've got shit like they've got to have the black stuff. It's all about the racists and, and that's where the Star Wars stuff, you can see it. Right before your very eyes, you can see what they're doing.
And the best part too is like,
you don't get a Stallone coming in with his script saying, I've got an idea for a story. I just need someone to back it, but I want to be the main role. Nobody does shit like that anymore because they don't care about the actual craft of it.
No, because Weinstein's in jail. That's
I have a question about that though. In the 80s.
Weinstein?
No. In the 80s, you had like those over the top. Over the top was one of them, but like these.
Hell yeah, bro.
These kind of big budget, but no substance, even though Over the Top was a great movie. Movies that were flashy and kind of Coke driven, I would say. And then you came into the 90s where you had these new directors like Tarantino and Rodriguez and
Tarantino wouldn't have got his start without Weinstein.
Exactly.
But I get that. You need
but
those
you have
people.
Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer if you want to talk about the coke-fueled movies. Like
Right. What I'm trying to say is this, though. Do we see any of that in the future? These people that are going to buck against this system, kind of going back to like not just going through streaming and shit or through social media, but actual people taking chances on real fucking love.
Though. It's what's popular though. Look at Kevin Smith. The person that the geek culture used to go, okay, this guy's cool. He's on our side of the aisle. He gets it.
Yeah.
He actually gets it. That's who Kevin Smith was. But now that the culture has changed and everything, he is now on the opposing side of the fence to the fans and blaming fans, pointing the finger and being one of those dumb fuckheads in Hollywood. It's what is popular.
I think there's no room for the mid-budget movie, which is what you're talking about is what we're missing are those mid-budget movies. You either have your tentpole summer blockbuster movies or you have independent movies or like
that one in the middle. The one in the middle I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what you're missing. Yeah. It's because there's
From Dusk to Dawn, from like movies like that. Yeah.
But the reason you're missing that is because there's such a big risk. Because like the Blumhouse movies or the scary movies, Lionsgate and all them, they put out these very cheap movies. But if they hit, man, do they hit and they make buku money on it, right? So that's the strategy.
You only need 1 out of 20 to hit.
Exactly. That's the strategy that you're seeing a lot of times with these studios. You either have the giant movies that cannot fail, or you're going to have these little movies that are worth the risk because of the profit that could be made on them. No one wants to risk on that $45 million movie with two aging, action stars. Because it's too big of a risk.
Reservoir Dogs. That movie was on a smaller budget.
Absolutely, yes.
Had some people, like you're saying, some older, veterans of screen and some young guys coming up. Like, even like you could even take a comedy more like, go ahead. Please jump in.
I've got some of the best movies from the year 2000.
Okay.
Right? We had The Dark Knight. We had The Departed remake.
The Departed.
The Departed's fucking awesome.
Yes.
Amazing. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. You've got
Elevator.
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring that came out. You've got Casino Royale. You've got Memento. You've got Kill Bill that came out. You've also got Hurt Locker that came out. What else is there?
Motherfucker. You could have left that off the list.
Well, no, but it's a true story and it's funny.
A true story.
It's so accurate as well.
It is. Like when someone blows up, it's hilarious. Not our actual like people in our armed forces, but you.
Oh no, this is of the 2000s. It's actually not the year 2000.
Yeah, because Dark Knight didn't come out.
I was gonna say you were fucking me up with that one, dude.
So it's of the 2000s.
Go 95.
2000. All right.
Are you doing my bit? This is the
95.
bit that I came up with, comparing movies from like 1995 to movies in like 2015.
Did you just look at your watch? Don't you dare. It's only been an hour and 32 minutes. You got a half hour left.
Yeah. Okay, 1995.
I am not even wearing my watch right now.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I got 30 minutes left for
you. Got 30 minutes.
You gave me $2. I know.
$2, 2 hours.
No, there's some Bills breaking news. A guy who got accused of some pretty heinous shit got released by the Buffalo Bills. So.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, they just straight up released him. So
what happened? Is somebody well known or just
he got accused of raping a girl?
Oh God!
They waited till right after he officially signed his rookie contract, became an NFL player, to file a civil lawsuit.
Oh boy, that's very convenient.
Yeah.
Thank God they waited.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought it was something serious for a second.
Oh, he was a punter.
Yeah, he is.
A punter.
Yeah.
Are we talking about a punter?
Oh, that wasn't just
that's why they released him.
That was
Not
a gang
quarterback.
That was a gang one too. Oh my God.
That's
Jesus.
that's what she's saying. She says that 3 San Diego State football players gang-ard her.
Yeah.
In October of 2021. So a year ago.
Jesus. COVID
she
though,
was
guys.
17 at the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. These people. Hey, back to the movies.
You asked.
No, I did, and it's a big deal. It really is. Sports Wars, guys, check it out. It's a great channel. If you haven't heard of it, I know a lot of my fans probably aren't into sports, even though I am. But Sports Wars is one of my favorite channels. And is it Black and White Sports?
Yeah.
That's another great one, dude.
Yeah, John and Rhodes kill it over there.
Oh, dude, they kill it. I would love to stream with you guys sometime. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sure they will.
So 1995 movies, Species.
Okay.
That's funny that's the first one.
Yep.
Billy Madison, Crimson Tide, Die Hard with
Crimson
Vengeance.
Tide.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, Dangerous Minds, Batman Forever, Showgirls, Major
great movie.
Major Pain.
Okay, well, can we stop on Major Pain?
Yeah, Major Pain is an underrated fucking movie, dude.
Fantastic. One of the best movies ever.
I reckon it's one of his best roles.
Oh, dude, he's
yeah.
fantastic in Major Pain.
If he ain't dead, he ain't happy about it.
Wait a minute, hold on. Do your
So
Major
good.
Pain. Do your Major
Mine?
Pain.
Okay. Oh, damn it. You put me on the spot.
I did. Do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And scene.
Shit. I'm sorry, Mr. Handicap Man. I didn't mean to offend you. Do you read lips? Do you know sign language? Okay.
Everyone in the chat, that's
Wait.
not Mike Tyson. That's actually
You sound like the ladies' man with my Courvoisier.
What?
Monster in my closet.
When I speak to you.
Hey, there's still more good ones.
Yeah, okay, let's get.
All right, there's still more good ones.
Man, like 2 minutes. If you wouldn't have said that, I would have already been out the door on my way to the store, and none of that would have happened.
Great job. You would have done a great job, guys. Check out. He really needs fans. Go ahead, Raging Rhino.
There was Congo, Waterworld, Indian in the Cupboard.
Dude, Waterworld, yeah.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
It's called Native
When Nature
American in the
Calls,
cupboard now. You're not allowed to call it that.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Desperado.
Desperado
Judge
was
Dredd.
Judge
Judge
Dredd.
Dredd. Friday. 12 Monkeys. Jesus, did these all come out in 95?
95 was a good year.
GoldenEye.
Yep.
7. Fuck.
You know,
Fuck,
Waterworld. Waterworld used to be the most expensive movie ever made for like
Till
a long
Avatar,
ass
right?
time.
Heat
Maybe.
came out
Maybe
in
even longer than
95.
that.
Casino came out in 95. Jumanji came out in 95.
95, dude, I graduated high school first year of college. I watched a lot of
Empire
movies.
Records.
It was great.
I'm sorry, but Empire Records is one of my favorite movies.
It's a good movie. Dude, don't be
like
embarrassed.
Empire
Don't
Records.
apologize for what you like. I like the fucking...
Apollo 13, Mortal Kombat. These all came out in 1995. Clueless. I know.
Yep. Clueless is a great movie, dude.
To Die
Oh,
For
no, I'm
with
thinking of Clue. Sorry, wrong movie. But Clueless was good. My wife loved that movie.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Dude.
That's a lot of but you look at how many good movies I just mentioned in there.
All different types, too. All fun. Some fun, some not.
Just entertaining.
Entertaining, yes. Yes, and
Now,
that's what we're
there's
missing.
nothing out there really that's entertaining at all. Mallrats came out in 95.
Yep. Mallrats was a good movie. That was Kevin Smith, prime Kevin Smith era. God, what happened to that fucking
Money
guy?
Train.
He lost weight around his brain.
Money Train. Which one's that?
Oh, that Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson one. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
That was right before it. Jurassic Park 95? I don't know.
That was 94, 93. Right?
Yeah, it was right before it.
Dead Man Walking was another one. That's with
Sean Penn.
Is it Sean Penn?
Yeah.
You're thinking The Green Mile.
I thought it was Norton.
No, that was Primal Fear.
That's Primal Fear, and that was 91.
Dude, that was a fucked up movie. That was a good movie. I could do this all night. I'm sorry.
Not my favorite Edward Norton movie.
What's your favorite Ed Norton movie? I'm guessing
American History X.
Yeah, someone had to say it. No, what's your favorite Ed Norton movie?
No, I actually really like that one. I think it's good.
Yeah, it is, dude. That one, American History X, is a great movie. It's about someone who's racist and then becomes not racist. So there's always a chance.
It was education.
It's just a fucked up movie, man. And then even after he changes his ways, all the shit that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't realize that was a thing. Now I understand when someone says that the curb stop someone, what that actually entails.
Sporking fact.
I saw
Man come out in 95.
There was a meme of you know those skip-its that people used to have.
Yeah, where you one-legged.
Somebody made a meme of Edward Norton curb stomping, Except they attached like a skip it.
Oh, dude, that's messed up.
Yeah, it was really messed up.
That's messed up. Dude, when the sound of that guy's teeth, it still gives me chills.
It's a disturbing movie, dude.
It really is. It really is. Just like, I think 1995, the movie Kids came out. I went on a first date to go see the movie Kids. If you have not seen the movie Kids, don't.
You took someone. I mean, let's be fair. Still Rosario Dawson's best role.
Oh God, I forgot she was in that. No, Chloe, whatever her name is too. Look, I took a girl, the Beehive in Pittsburgh. It was a cool coffee shop with one screen. I thought I was gonna have a great time. And we went in, and by the time we walked out of it, the girl didn't even want to touch my hand. It was just AIDS was on the mind because everyone thought you can get AIDS, No one told you the truth about it. And it was just crazy, man. Like that movie was disturbing because the kids were so young.
Yeah, I took a girl to see a Serbian film. I don't know if any of you have seen a Serbian film.
Yeah.
It's it's pretty messed
Vegas.
up. I didn't know what it was about. She was Serbian, so I thought it was a
smart idea.
It was a bad choice.
Oh, God. Basketball Diaries too. That was a great movie. Leaving Las Vegas, great movie.
That was back when DiCaprio couldn't stay alive in anything.
No, he died in everything.
You've all seen Stand By Me, right?
Yeah.
Great movie. Yeah,
fantastic.
You all enjoyed it.
All those kids probably got touched.
Yeah.
What?
It's a story of Rory B. Bellows.
What's the most recent thing do you think that's been made that sort of is close to like a connection that you had with
your buddies?
Stand By Me.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, they don't make movies like that anymore. That's my point.
As weird as it is,
we don't get that.
The first It.
Yeah.
Monster Squad? That was a great movie. Wolfman don't have nards. Kick him in the nards. Wolfman don't have nards. Wolfman has nards.
Nards hurt.
Classic movie, guys. Classic. I'm sorry. We're going to babble for the next 20 minutes because I don't really care about talking. Ryan, you got anything you want to talk about?
No, I thought we were going to talk about Rings of Power, but we've talked about that to death the past couple of weeks.
That's the problem with it. It comes out when? Next week?
You were going to go back to
September 1st, officially. I think 9 Eastern on the 1st.
Oh, my God. I don't.
Not if you're one of the lucky ones to get to go to the cinema.
Oh, I was going to talk about She-Hulk because... Did you notice? Did you guys watch the second episode?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Yeah, they dropped a Wolverine spoiler.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
I'm so scared of what they're gonna do to the X-Men. Like, it just.
Yeah, it's the Easter egg in She-Hulk. I caught it. I didn't caught it. I didn't caught it. I didn't catch it. But
I don't caught it.
I have to be honest. It was a buddy of mine who saw it before any YouTuber brought it up, but I will share the picture when she's looking for jobs and they're drinking wine and just being girls who, oh my God, men suck and I don't have a job because of evil men. Here we go. On her computer right here. Man fights with metal claws in bar brawl. That is their Wolverine Easter egg.
Ah.
Like, Wolverine, I'm scared what they're going to do. I love the X-Men. Always have as a kid. They're coming back out with like the original, like what is it? Like the next season of X-Men 97 or whatever it was.
Oh, it's like a continuation of the story, but made for modern times.
I'm
something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
Terrified what they're going to do. Terrified what they're going to do to what we love. What do you guys, okay. So She-Hulk is getting review bombed. She-Hulk, we're attacking it because we're evil men, do they keep going with these MCU series after not one has one really been successful? Can you think
pushing
of
their message? Yes, like they're going to keep making them. They're going to keep pumping them out. It's easy now with the volume and stuff that they've got over there at Disney that they can just keep pumping out these really bad looking shows,
right?
And they're just going to keep doing it. and keep pushing their message through it. I mean, they've come out and said that they're not so secret gay agenda. And I think that's not just with the LGBTQ stuff. It's with the pushing against the patriarchy and all of that sort of thing is a part of all of that. They've got this big overall message that they're just trying to push through their entertainment. I use that word loosely. And they're just going to keep pumping it out. They've proven to show that that's all they're going to do, because the backlash to Loki, the backlash to One Division, Falcon Winter Soldier, the list goes on with what they've done. Moon Knight, it was probably not as bad as the others, but there was still a lot of them pushing the message in Moon Knight.
Well, Moon Knight at least had one good episode.
The real problem is we don't know what successful means for them. Like we don't know, unlike with a box office release where we can be like, all right, here's the budget. This is what normal cost for marketing is. This is how much it made. We can very clearly determine, even though we don't have all the details, but we have enough that we can make a very, very highly educated guess based on industry standards if it made money or not.
Right.
We don't know for these. And my guess is that, like, none of these are making money, right? Like, and what's like the definition for that? Like, it's so much more than just one. It's so much more than just a 6-episode series, right? Because you got to get subs and you got to maintain subs, and what's the cost benefit analysis of that?
Maintaining of the subs, yeah.
So it's such a strange thing that I don't even know if these motherfuckers really know like what they should consider a success or not.
Yeah.
It didn't get axed and we got all the episodes out, therefore we deem it a success. We can now print it as a success and it's not a lie.
But see, that's the thing. It's now about pushing the content out because they've got to retain the subscribers. So they've got to make sure that they're constantly putting new stuff on the platform. And what's the way to do that? Pump it out as quickly as possible. And this goes back to my other point before, where the people creating it don't care anymore. You know, when George Lucas was making a Star Wars movie, it's 3 years. You're waiting 3 years for the next movie, right? We need the time to put into it, the effort, and everything needs to be done properly. Now it's like, I don't even know if they storyboard these things anymore. When you look at the edits, and I mentioned this, Ryan heard me say this on Matt's stream the other day, but when you look at the edits and the things that they do, are they actually storyboarding this thing out anymore? Are they actually going, okay, well, that doesn't look right. That doesn't make any sense. Let's change that up. No, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like all they're doing is just going, yeah, well, that's good. That makes sense.
That'll do mentality. That's the point of it, because once you get a series that's going on, the reason why they don't do longer series and everything like that is because by the 7th episode, you've usually lost over half of your viewership. Even good series have that same problem. But if they do ones that are 6 episodes long, they can just keep pumping out a new series. Basically take the same story, put a different facade on it, insert childhood trauma in episode 3, and people lap it up.
But see, that's also why I think that these seasons are so short, right? Is because they're rushing through. The pacing of these things is so fast. It doesn't give you enough time to get sick of it. That's the point.
They're movies. They're movies. They add.
They're not giving the characters time to have a moment, to even sit down and actually think or even, determine what is actually going on, what's happening. Like in regards to She-Hulk, right? What should be happening is when she turns into the Hulk, she should be out of control. And then like her thing is to try going a bit similar to what Bruce went through and all of that sort of thing. There's got to be a bit of that, right? No, it's like, let's just skip all of that. So if they had have bought that and slowed it down and brought that into it, maybe it might have been an extra 2 or 3 episodes. And people might sit there and argue, oh, that's just filler, blah, blah, blah. I want the action. No, but
filler's important.
But it depends on how the writers fill those moments with good dialogue and good emotional moments and this and that. It seems that when they finally do get to an emotional moment, they then laugh it off with a stupid joke that doesn't land. Yeah. Like that seems to be the
that was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, even though it was a terrible fucking show and it was all about, for some reason, that Shield was complicated, even though he was your best bud and Steve Rogers was the epitome of a good human being. But whatever, it's complicated goddamn Shield. That show probably could have been a movie, but they extended it. So it was a bunch of filler of racism and...
See, what they fill those moments with now is that little bit of dialogue where they're sitting there and you could have like a good, serious, maybe an emotional moment.
Yep.
No, let's talk about Steve Rogers' sex life and how he was a virgin.
Right.
Like that's
Steve Rogers.
That's the dialogue now. That is the dialogue. What?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the price of fish in China? Honestly.
Well, and think about it too. They took away Bruce's big thing in that episode was you could drink all you want and not get drunk. What happened to like the Bruce from even, the power, the fear, like he was a monster in Avengers, man. Like, Black Widow.
Whole thing, I'm always angry. Not
well, that's what I'm saying.
Hulk needs to have balance and doing this whole meditation thing. No, Bruce,
but I'm fine
you are
with
always
that.
Angry to control your power. It's the thing that you have to do. It's like this. It's just stupid.
The Hulk movie, he was doing the breathing exercises and I know, but he was doing the breathing exercises. Like that's something I could see him doing. But you take the Hulk and make him a vag. I don't care if he's. No offense to women or birthing people. I don't think it is
chest feeders.
Chest feeders. Thank you. I don't think it is wrong for you to show the Hulk still being the Hulk. Like he took down that big ass dragon thing in Avengers, but he couldn't stop his own Jeep in this goddamn show.
Dude. Everyone knows that Chitauri Freighter is no match to the power of the 2017 Jeep with its airbags and it.
What about you want to take the Hulk movie when he's picking up tanks? Like
that's
the actual Incredible
Well, that's
Hulk
technically
and,
not in the same. That's not in the same thing. That's a different.
No, Incredible Hulk.
Anyway,
Incredible Hulk is MCU.
It is.
No. When he picks up the tanks in the desert, he's in Hulk. He's in Ang Lee's Hulk.
Oh yeah, you're right. But Ryan, what do you get from that? Like the demasculating of even the Hulk. Like
it's already happened, right? Like even like think about in Infinity War, he had to use the Hulkbuster armor because he couldn't get it up.
Right.
Like, it's not like this is a new thing. It's extended throughout the last stages of the MCU, and it's sad because. Earlier on in the stream, we talked about how when Mark Ruffalo took over in Avengers, people were like, all right, listen, new Hulk, but we kind of like what happened. We liked how this new Hulk was introduced. We liked this little story arc. Yep. What happens? And then you have the Age of Ultron stuff, which people are like, but then he's a joke in Ragnarok. Then he's a joke in Infinity War.
Just like Thor.
And so we don't actually have any like character development for Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. All of a sudden, Endgame comes and he's Professor Hulk.
Yep.
And he's a bitch.
Mm-hmm. And he gets turned into Professor Hulk off screen as well. We don't even get to see the transition to Professor Hulk.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't even get to see that. And he's kind of an idiot. Like he needs Tony Stark's help. It takes Tony 5 fucking minutes to figure out like all this time travel stuff which Bruce Banner was working on for forever, right?
Taco? Well, what
it can't be done. Oh wait, it can.
Well, what also gets me is a lot of people like they want to like defend it, and they're like, "Well, he's now going to Sakaara or whatever because you saw him in the ship at the end, and he's not coming back, Professor Hulk." Well, then give me like World War Hulk or whatever that comic line was. Like, give me the Hulk that comes back and kills the Avengers.
That's where they're heading.
I think that's what they're setting up, but it's not going to be the one you want to see.
No, it's not.
Bring back Edward Norton as the Hulk then. Because
he's too difficult to work with. But his Motherless Brooklyn was a great movie.
Bring him back as Red Hulk.
Well, we got Toxic Manflu for $10. Thank you, Toxic. He says, in modern movie making theory, like modern monetary theory, they just keep printing money, content, no matter if there is a market for it or not, to maintain the status quo. He puts it perfectly. Yeah. It's the truth. And then China comes in.
If you're developing a show that is going to be focused on the legal ins and out in court, and you need it to be like really dynamic and draw people in, but you hire writers who have no idea how to write that, you change the show to whatever they want to do.
Or it's flipped and you hire these people that really want to make the next Ally McBeal, and they decide, okay, well, I'll do it with She-Hulk. Like, these are people that don't, we were talking about it before, people that love and respect the actual IP. It doesn't even need to be that, but it has to, well, it does need to be respect. A person doesn't need to know She-Hulk, but if you're going to become a writer, you need to learn about She-Hulk. Like, these people don't even give a shit anymore. The girl with Gotham Knights I took it because my husband liked Batman and I wanted to do my own thing with it. What?
Yeah. My husband liked it too much. I want to ruin it.
I wanted to ruin it and make, race swapping Batman and making the money come from his wife's, the widow wife of his father or his mother, Bruce. Yeah. Bruce's
That's
mother's
like some
money.
of these actors though, or actresses, or whoever,
Bruce
coming
Wayne.
out and saying that, I intentionally didn't go back and watch Rebels to prepare myself for the role because I didn't want that to interfere with my adaptation of what I think the character should be. And it's like, hang on a second. Like, no, you don't get to determine what your adaptation of the character is.
Oh.
The character has an arc. The character has a story, and you should be rolling off of that story, which means you should be going back, doing your research, and studying the character.
You know what?
It's not the actor's vision; it's the director's vision. That's the point. He should be doing the director's vision.
Mr. Grant Gregory, you need to get this clip for me because every time someone says that, like, oh, I just didn't go back because I wanted to feel it on my own. But did you put the ticket in the Goblet of Fire, Harry? Because that's exactly it. Like, Dumbledore being angry is not Dumbledore. Dumbledore is the most peaceful. Ryan, I don't know. I think we've talked about this before. I'm like a Harry Potter fan. I read the books, saw the movies.
That Goblet of Fire moment is like so off-putting.
Cringe.
It's like it's not Dumbledore at all, and it is.
Oh yeah, I've always said that.
Completely different than like how the books explained it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally
Dumbledore
was like,
calmly
yes,
Harry.
yes. I could probably find it right now. Goblet of Fire is right here. I could probably read that part right now, and he literally, with a calming voice, asks Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Well, he said no.
He goes fucking, he almost curb stomps the motherfucker.
He slams him against the fucking trophies. Like,
Dumbledore, more like dumb and bore.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, nailed it.
No, but you got somebody who did not read the source material and decided he was going to play Dumbledore his own way. And the only thing he learned from the, sexist writer was that Dumbledore was gay. Like, because she's a trans hater. Anyways, but that's the only thing he cared about. Okay, Dumbledore's gay. I play him gay, but he's an angry gay sorcerer because sorcerers are angry. I don't know.
So he was an angry gay that slammed a young boy up against a thing and threatened him with his wand.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Basically, Dumbledore's a groomer.
Yeah, he's such a groomer. Yeah. I've always loved you, Harry. I love you too much. That was one part.
I love you too much. And I also work for Disney.
That was a scene where he was like trying to keep himself away from Harry because there's a connection in the mind of Harry and Voldemort. So he was trying to keep himself away from him.
You're not supposed to say that name.
Yeah, I could say it, and I'll say Beetlejuice 3 times too.
Because there was these what they call urges.
Yeah,
I
think
you
that's
won't
what
say
it was.
Candyman.
All right, we only got 3 more minutes before my $2 is up, so I'm gonna read my super chats real quick, or things that aren't super chats. Toxic Man Flu said comics got a hit with a strike on Monday.
Yep, the whole stream got taken down completely.
For what?
Yep, misinformation apparently.
I think it was surrounding election stuff.
Oh, what did he say specifically? We say it here.
Let us repeat it. Jack Hudson. Wow, thank you, Jack, for $2 is a super sticker, and it was really awesome of him because I love that super sticker. It's so cool looking.
Oh, describe it in detail.
Did you describe it?
Yeah, it's like a super sticker, and it's probably like a greenish background. Shit, it doesn't go back far enough. Damn it.
Greenish background.
And I really, or bluish, maybe blue but green, and it could be maybe a pear. I'm guessing that's saying what's up or keep going or you're the tops, meow.
You're the tops, meow.
Okay, Riff Mangoes. Thank you, Jack. You rock, man. Thank you for being a member.
Magos.
Jack's
not mangoes.
Somebody, Magos. Riff,
Magos.
who's been around since the beginning. He's like one of my first 20 subs.
Yeah. You don't know his name.
Riff gets it. He loves me anyways. Even if they invested billions, if they bank on woke, the money is wasted. We longtime Tolkien fans knew this farce was coming. Hashtag Tolkien matters. It's the truth, dude. Mark Lazur wants to know from Ryan, reaction to the fact Nina Infinity got on the list of top grifters for the year and he didn't. She's like number 68, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she nominated herself. I don't know.
That's a grifter move.
If we want to get into a competition, I suppose we can. But I have no chance. Like, why would I enter a contest that Nick Recada's in when we're talking about Grifter of the Year? There's really no point. So.
Can I ask a question?
Wait. I thought you were.
You guys are gonna.
Ryan wasn't mentioned on the article. Matt was mentioned on next to EBS and. What was Jeremy?
That was such a retarded article. Like it's like lifted from 2018.
I know, and I wasn't even on it.
Reposted or something. It's so dumb.
Never heard of it.
Matt, I didn't read it either because I'm not in it. Question: What? Okay, I'm gonna sound really dumb because this term's been around for a long time. A grifter is somebody who just jumps from like channel.
Grifter is basically.
Am I
the
one?
Implication is that the only reason you're saying the things you're saying is to make money off of people. That you don't actually believe it. You don't actually hold those opinions. You'll say anything you think you need to get money from a certain audience.
Does it work?
You don't. No, you don't qualify because you're not successful.
Yeah, good. Okay.
You'd have to make money. So
okay, so thank God. Woo! All right, Eric K.
Anyone that you disagree with that makes money on the internet
is a grifter. Oh, okay. Well, let's try to nominate me because I grift with the best of them. Eric K. members for 2 months, gifted 5 Sporking News podcast memberships. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. And Riff,
all 5 have been claimed.
They have been claimed. Yay! One more month of money. And Riff is now a channel member once again. I really appreciate all the support.
What's his last name?
Magos.
Well done. Said it. I said it for him.
Riff knows. Everybody's name's a little hard for me. And that ball.
You keep saying Rift.
Riff. Rick. I fucking hate you. I hate you so much sometimes. Anywho, for you that weren't here earlier, we're going to do the Ryan intro one more time.
Are we really?
I found it hilarious, and that's going to be our outtake. Ryan, thank you for coming, dude. I seriously really appreciate every couple months you come by. Every 2 months. Every 2 months.
No, I like coming over here, and I wish I could do it more often. Obviously, I'm pretty fucking busy, but
you are.
Thanks for continuing to pester me and make sure that I follow through on my promises.
You're always welcome on Wednesdays if it's too much for with Scott being here.
Yeah, the superior dump. Yep.
That's
Yep.
right.
Maybe you can actually have longer of a description than just the superior dump.
Mad superior.
Okay, that works better. I appreciate it, Ryan. I'm being honest. I'm going to find you in Orlando, and we're going to have dinner or at least lunch, coffee.
Yeah, we'll grab some food. We'll grab a beer. We'll do something.
All right, cool. I'll grab a coffee.
Beer. Maybe not.
I'll grab a coffee. I'll grab a coffee. You grab a beer. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I get so much hate for like doing his Wednesday show out of the goodness of my heart. I get nothing for it, motherfucker.
You get subs. Everybody knows no one would watch you without me.
Are you kidding me?
No one would watch you without me.
What? My Lord of the Rings video is the one that got me subs.
Oh, wow.
Did that on my own.
The one you stole from other people.
Get the fuck.
Anyways, Raging Rhino, an actual YouTuber, thank you for being here. And you got anything you're working on?
Not really. We've got Andor, of course, coming up, which I'm going to obviously torture myself through. And that's really it. There's going to be Casual Rage every Friday for me, Thursday nights for you guys. Nice. And that's really it. We got the full Aussie this next weekend as well over on Lethal's channel.
Awesome. Never been invited. That's great. Also, we'll see you next time a big YouTuber's on, you piece of shit. I love Raging Rhino.
You're always welcome on Mad Superior Dump on Wednesday.
I got the good ones. And I'm sorry that Jane, because I was really hoping that Jane.
Wait. You said I've got the good ones, and then you mentioned Jane. What do you mean by good ones?
Like Jane? Oh shit!
Oh wow,
that's fucked up, dude. Like Yeti, I don't have Yeti. I was about to say Jane and Mark are usually on this show, and they're supposed to be on the show, so I can say
good ones.
Well, I was supposed to say we're the FNT of diversity Saturday night, but anyways, they didn't show up. I got the okay. I have black friends.
Probably my fault.
It probably is.
Oh boy.
Last thing I heard Jane said is that racist piece of shit, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Mad, you have anything you want to talk about or support? Great.
One that hasn't seen it yet, you're in for a treat. Let's take a look.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy.
Oh yeah, you're doing stuff, right?
This may not be the best time, but you're going to need to find somebody else to do Wednesday.
I got a lot of people.
Hearts. You have fought long enough, Galadriel.
Speak of the devil.
This is like a love poem to the fans, right? This is what we've wanted to see. This is what we've been asking for. This is what we knew existed. This that we have been talking about, that we have been asking for.
Who are you, and where are you from?
What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost.
Question 1. Finish the quote from the movie.
Mad guy.
That is Earth.
Wrong. Question 2. Who is this character?
Black Superman in all his glory.
Wrong. Question 3. Explain the scene.
Obi-Wan was telling Anakin that him and Yoda gangbang Padme or something.
Wrong, but probably true. Final score 0.
Jesus Christ.
In a world where the dangers of the internet are everywhere, comes the story of a boy, a man, and the community that radicalized him.
I too am racist, yes. Very
Oh,
much
Lord.
so. Very much so. Proud to be.
Is that FNT?
From humble beginnings.
I think so. I never watch
to
it.
Dave Filoni fan club president.
Wow.
To the most dangerous boy on the internet, the most
Ryan.
anticipated film
where
on
it comes
Netflix
from
since
now.
Cuties, Rami Malek as Brian Kinel, with Matt Ryan as the nerdaholic, and
That's
Brie Larson
fantastic.
as Jenny from Greeks and the Gamer, to which I really do not associate with as far as I'm concerned. I really
Yeah,
want
not
to make
Geeks
that
and Gamers.
clear. Comes RK Outrage.
No, Mom! I don't want vegetables! I just want chicken fingers! God! Fuck!
Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great night.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to end it there.
No,
That's
no,
so good.
I wanted to see reaction from because Mr. Raging Rhino didn't see it.
That's so good.
He's
Well done,
Australian.
whoever made that. Well
All
done.
right. Thank you, everybody. Please come back. Make sure you subscribe mostly to me and then other people on the panel, I guess, too. They're kind of important. But I love you all. Peace out, everybody.